Need a new hobby? Let's talk about kinusaiga, the art of placing fabric into foam board. Originally, they did it with wood. Crazy, right? So these are the first couple pieces I've made, and this is my work in progress. Cute, right? The supplies that you need for this awesome hobby: foam board. This is the foam board that you get from like big home improvement stores. It comes in sheets like the size of a sheet of drywall. You'll have to cut it up to get it in your car. Or maybe a friend or a relative or somebody has some that they did a remodel and they have some left over in the garage. You know, go scrounging. I like the 1/2 inch personally. I wouldn't use the really thin foam board because you have to do fabric tucking. So you need the foam board, you need double-sided adhesive. This comes in sheets and rolls. I ordered mine from an online retailer. I ordered the sheets first, only to discover that I really do need the rolls. Just to start, you can just get a sheet of double-sided adhesive, which is harder to find than you would think. You could probably use like just a glue stick. That would work. And you need a piece of paper with your pattern on it. You can freehand it like I've done here, or you can print out a picture. I created this based off of Van Gogh. So I made a line drawing off of it, and this is going to be my next one. And you need fabric. I've purchased jelly rolls because those are all kind of color coordinated. Scrap fabrics, old clothes, just whatever you have laying around. Place your double-sided adhesive on top of the board. Stick your paper over top of your double-sided adhesive, like so. I use just a little Elmer's glue, peels right off, easy peasy. And then you will need a scalpel, a sharp thing to cut into the board, and something to tuck it with. A seam ripper. I also like my little pokey clay tools, those work too. And you'll need a small pair of scissors. You can use big scissors, the smaller ones work a little better. So you've got all that. So I'm going to cut out my next piece of the bark. I'm going to grab another scrap of fabric. I've been using scraps I had, and also I got a jelly roll off TikTok Shop. Did you know that you could buy jelly rolls on TikTok Shop? I can link it below if you're interested. So I'm going to use some scrap fabric, or this jelly roll. That's the whole reason I bought it. I'm definitely not going to need that big of a piece. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that down to make it easier to handle. You are going to cut into your foam in the shape that you have drawn, or the shape that you've printed out, or whatever you're using. All right, I like to cut it fairly deep. Sometimes your paper will get all wonky, and that's okay. You don't have to go exactly according to the pattern. It's more like getting the idea, right? And so once your paper lifts off, you've got this double-sided adhesive on here, and you just peel that off like so. You take the scrap fabric that you want to use. I want to use this, and you lay it on the adhesive bit, okay? Like that. And then I like to take my seam ripper and tuck it into the cuts that I've made. Like that. Okay, so I've got my first tuck, and then you cut all of this excess off with your tiny scissors. There's no art form to this either. You just cut it. You want to make it short enough that you're not tucking a whole ton in there though. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you can see that I've got the fabric sticking out now. So you take your seam ripper and you are going to smush that fabric into your foam. Oh, it's so stinking. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing. It's so cute. Just smash it. Tuck it in with your seam ripper or whatever you're using. I really think of the seam ripper works the best. So you can see part of my tree is done. And so I'm just going to continue the pattern all the way up. And that's all there is to it. It's easy peasy. It's so much fun. I really feel like anybody and everybody can do this. So let me know if you decide to try it. Oh, if you're not already, follow, subscribe, drop me a comment. Okay, bye.